You're listening to CBC Online at cbchs.org.
Three, two, one. CBC Online visiting with Scott Pingel, who is getting his team ready to play St. Louis U High in the state semifinals here on actually on Friday at SLUH. And Coach, you said you talked CBC SLUH. Not much more to be said from that.
No, not at all. And you throw in state semifinalists, so anything's anything goes this week. Our guys are prepared. They're excited. We could really be playing anybody. They'd be just amped up for anybody this week. But I think a little bit special for SLUH.
You guys have had a very special season. Obviously, you're 12-0 going into the state semifinal. How much does that zero on the loss column become kind of an albatross? Is it something that weighs heavy on your mind? Does it make you guys tighter, or are you guys still as loose as you were the first week?
We're just as loose as we were the first week. I said it before that I didn't really even realize we were undefeated until a couple of weeks ago, and I know that sounds cliche, but you really approach each game as if it's kind of the end, so you want to make sure that you're not ending your season earlier than it's supposed to.
Past 2 weeks, you had some very emotional victories. A big victory over Hazelwood Central, a team that kind of put you out of the playoffs last year, and then you were able to take McClure North in a very emotional a game that's a lot tighter than the score really showed. Talk about the emotions of the past couple of weeks and how are your boys reacting to all that?
Well, what I was most pleased with when we started the playoff season, we played at a different level. We picked up our level to where we were earlier in the year, and from offense, defense, special teams, we're clicking right now, and I'm excited. You want to be playing some of your best ball now, so we're just gonna try to continue this Friday.
Talk about SLUH. I mean, here's an opponent you saw earlier in the season. You guys had some troubles, but you're able to come out pretty convincingly. Does the fact that you guys played them earlier in the season help, or kind of hurt you guys in the confidence area?
I know it's not going to be an exciting answer, but I don't think it's really going to affect one way or the other. I think that we game plan like it was a new team. We game plan like it's a new week. We didn't really look much at what they've done in the past because they've really changed a lot about what they've done in those 8 weeks since we played them. So, I think it's going to be a different team that they'll see, and I know it's a different team we'll see. So I'm excited about the opportunity to play them, and winner goes to the Dome.
You've been fortunate to see your quarterback getting a lot of headlines, a lot of press, but let's make no mistake, Trevor McDonough is the real deal over there at SLUH. What's your impressions of him as a quarterback?
I'll take Dalton.
You'll take Dalton. I appreciate it. What do you think? What are you seeing as you look at the SLUH team? You see a different team that you're coming to play. They're obviously on a roll. They hadn't lost since they played you. What kind of team do you think you're looking at?
I think anytime you got a hot team, they're dangerous. But anytime you're playing this late in the year, you're probably hot. You probably ran some games off in a roll. So, hey, I still think we're kind of an underdog to everybody, and everyone's waiting for us to fall. So, I'm excited about the opportunity to try to keep going what we got going here.
This week you get Darius Carey back, and certainly the defense has been kind of one of the stories that hasn't gotten a lot of press. Talk about your defense.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the earlier years where the unknown name defense. I feel like kind of that's what we are right now. No one's giving us a lot of love on the defensive side of the ball, but we got some great linebackers, led by Cy Stoltz and Zach Trenier, T.J. Williams and Jonathan Owens on the outside. We got some great D linemen now that D. Carey's back, Ryan Trier, Darian Bass. But, we got, and it all kind of stems with our secondary play, how tight they've been playing. Kenny Kendricks and Arion Penton's been really locking the guys down so we can play a little bit more aggressive up front, and Burt and LaKell in the backfield just kind of causing havoc. It's been fun to watch these guys grow. They get excited. They get mad when teams move the ball on them. So they're playing at a great high-energy level right now.
What are the keys of this game for you? I mean, what are you going to need to do to win this game? Obviously, you're going to have to score points, but beyond that, what are some of the little battles you're going to have to do to win this game?
Well, offensively, I'd like to see us play more consistent. We've been doing things good enough, but I want to see great. Our defense just has to try to control their passing game. They got a good quarterback and a couple good receivers and a great running game too. So our defense has to kind of be ready to be more physical than they have been. I know that's going to be hard to say, but they got to be really ready to punch people in the mouth and see if they'll respond back to it.
You've been pretty even-keeled through this whole run. I mean, it's been an amazing run, a historic run. Talk about your emotions going into this game. This is the furthest you've been as a coach, as a head coach. I know, obviously, as an assistant, you were there with the team in 2008. But talk about the fact that you are the guy and you're leading this team in the state semifinals. What's your emotions?
Well, first, I don't know if I'd call myself the guy. I'm excited to be in this opportunity. I think all of us coaches feel the same way. We really truly stress week in, week out, hey, it's one game at a time. We really try to live by that. I know that if you get too high, it's going to be hard. If you get too low, it gets hard. So I'm kind of even-keeled, trying to keep my emotions in check. But the boys know that, it's serious and it's business. And, with that can come a little fun.
A lot has been, or some stuff has been made, I don't say a lot, about the fact you guys have to go on the road after the season you posted. The fact that you guys have to play down at SLUH, has that been anything that you guys have focused on, or you just kind of take it where they tell you to go?
Take it where they tell you to go. Anytime you're playing this late in the year, you're excited. Misha sets it up where a certain year a bracket gets home field advantage, so that's how it is. Our boys are really focused on the road. We get to be by each other for a longer period of time. We get mentally tougher and focused, so I think you'll see a good CBC squad come Friday.
Would you have thought at the beginning of the season that two MCC teams would be battling out to go to the Dome? It's pretty unheard of.
I thought we had a pretty good chance to get here because I thought we were a pretty talented team. I wasn't quite sure who else would be there, but hey, SLUH, DeSmet, anybody else, we'll be ready to play.
The fact when you look across the field there, you're going to see a coach who's got a lot of experience, certainly a name in the area. How much does the coaching play into a game like this, or is this type of thing where you just let the players, you teach them what you teach them and you just let them go play?
Well, at the end of the day, I think we get a lot more credit than we deserve, and we probably don't get enough when things don't go our way. But, it is ultimately about the players. They'll be the ones deciding this game. We'll try to get them in the right plays, right situations. But, they're the ones that are going to be out there making the plays, so I think it's all on them.
And finally, we are doing ticket pre-sales here at CBC, and a lot of interest, a lot of people coming in to buy tickets. This could conceivably be one of the bigger games that you've ever been part of. You're going to have a big crowd from CBC. Anything you want to say to those guys? They've been behind you all year.
No, I thank you for all the support. You guys have been tremendous. It's been wonderful. Getting alumni calls all the time and emails. So it's nice to hear you guys reach back out to us. You're welcome here anytime. And again, thanks for the support, and come on out Friday, and you should see a great game.
Again, Coach Scott Pingel, CBC, the state semifinals against the Junior Bills down at SLUH. We hope we will be talking to you next week as we get prepared for the Dome, but we got to get through this one, Coach. Any final words?
No, go Cadet.
Thanks.
CBC, Men for Tomorrow, Brothers for Life.